today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Cincinnati.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Carried by the wide receiver.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
But remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And the Raiders have got him. Raekwon McMillan able to record his 5th sack of the season. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun now for Carr. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Oh, man, it's Darren Waller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Again, it's Carr. His throw caught at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Clement, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Corey Clement, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The left side completion to Jones. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's caught inside the 5. to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out.
He's going to go. He's at the 40. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Raiders 21, Bengals 7.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete. T. Higgins is the intended target. And it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Max Crosby with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
Good spot. Maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
Las Vegas.
A gain of 32 that time.
At the 43.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Down the right side here, and that's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
It's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Brings up second.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and shutting him off, now open field. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
Burrows.
A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Gain of 50.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Clement. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Jonathan Abram. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Raiders.
On 2nd down, Clement. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Steps away, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Joe Burrow, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And open down the middle of the field. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 13.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's caught by Hollister. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for T. Higgins.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Damon Arnett on the coverage.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Jacob Hollister.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Able to find Higgins. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or two on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Bates on the coverage.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. 22 yards there, a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Carr now on first down. And he'll look down. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown passes now for Derek Carr, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Burrow looking to pass.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Burrow on 3rd down. He's got his man, Boyd. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 1st down. Here's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Intercepted by the Bengals.
That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
20.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Ball carrier.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
26-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 26 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
And the Raiders have got him. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat from.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness.
And he's going to go down again. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Loss of 7 yards.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. Oh, had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
But they didn't have the normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25 yards.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow will throw, and that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the 3rd quarter.
At the 10-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr from the right side going to be caught by Waller. Past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 40.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
1st and 10 at the.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Carr's throw here caught by Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 11. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, Carr. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25 yards.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Caught right side, Tate. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he'll look downfield for Waller. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Intercepted by the Bengals.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's caught by Hollister. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And the Bengal 1st down.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete. It's Corey Clement. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
To Corey Clement.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd down and 12. Slant pass to Boyd. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Cincinnati.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Complete.
10 more there and another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Bengals.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Now,
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now it's Burrow. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
23.
On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard
The
line.
Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's 2nd down.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 15. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Carr going to throw here. Left side completion to Jones. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards.
1st and 10.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. His throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 33 yards. And the silver and black continue to roll.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
From midfield now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Burrow. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. And he'll look downfield for... This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
23. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
23.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.